friends. Um, so I'm sure we've all had really horrible experiences growing up with our parents buying tartar sauce in a jar, really. And so like Mrs. Paul's fish sticks used to come in a little packet. You stir a little mayonnaise in and make your own. That was even a step up, okay? Well, so there's just not a lot of flavor. And I was messing around because I had some leftover stuff from a recipe I did the other day. And this is kind of what I came up with. And I hope it's something that you can enjoy. You know, you can leave things out or, you know, put less in, whatever you need to do to make it yours. But this is just a good guideline. So one of the things is, I had been roasting a bunch of peppers, and this happens to be a poblano. And as you can see, it's skinned and seeded. You know, it's so easy. You throw it in the oven, 375 for like 20 minutes, and it just blisters up beautifully. And I'm not sure I'm going to need all this, but after I cut it, I'll let you know. It was funny. I've done this like so many times. This is the one time. I'm not looking up without stopping this. This is the one time that I actually had trouble peeling it. I mean, I've done it, like I said, a million times, never had any problem. So I'm gonna start with, I've got basically half a cup, a little more, maybe 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. I'm just gonna cut these up and see where we're at. Like I said, I probably don't need all of it. But I just think it really adds. So when you roast these peppers, I mean, they just get just so amazing. And you know, I'll do it on the grill, you know, if the weather's nice, and impart even a little more flavor. But you know, this gets back to like making like chipotle peppers, you know. But I don't want to buy those from the can unless I'm making something specifically where I need the adobo sauce. Usually, I'll roast my own peppers. And if you see something you don't like, just throw it away. Alright, let me cut one more. Still have a little bit out here I want to cut off. Nothing better than a big sharp knife. Alright, so basically that's about, you know, more than half of a pepper. And that's probably where we need to start. That's good cutlery. Okay, let's get back to it. So, that's my starting point, right? So what else am I going to do? I want to put a little Dijon mustard in, just because I think adding a little, just like a tablespoon. We're almost there. Of course, we're going to start with just a little bit, like a tablespoon of lemon. Gotta have dill pickle, right? So it's just a couple pieces of dill pickle that I cut up. This is the good refrigerated stuff, not the stuff that's been sitting on the shelf for 10 years. And here I have probably a 1/4 cup of red onion that I chopped up. And on the bottom there's about a half a shallot, so it's just a couple tablespoons. I didn't want to overdo it. Shallots can be a little strong, and when I cut into this one I was like, yeah, this can be strong. Okay, so I get myself just a splash of Worcestershire sauce. So that's like a teaspoon. And so the other thing is, if we're gonna use this on fish, which I think tartar sauce that comes to mind is always fish, I'm gonna just sprinkle on a little Old Bay seasoning. I just think you're gonna get all that celery and, you know, just reminds me of good food. Let's get a little caked up here so it's not coming out real well. I don't use it often enough, I guess, right? So, just going to cut this together. And whenever we're using products like this, just remember to refrigerate them at least a half an hour, get everything reset. And all those happy flavors. Looks really, really good. Mama always said, yeah, I mean this, and I was really holding back on the poblano pepper so it's not too much. I also have a little bit of Italian parsley. Kind of all that does is make color, right? Add some color to it. So the biggest thing I learned through all this trial and error is I think the reason tartar sauce gets such a bad name, especially from us older folks that grew up only thinking it came in a jar, is mayonnaise. Is it salad dressing? Is it mayonnaise? You know, what's the base, right? Well, so what I figured out is you can always make it creamier by adding a little sour cream. So, I mean, I have a couple heaping tablespoons of sour cream in here, and this is just going to kind of cream it all together. And you need the mayonnaise to kind of bind, but you're going to learn really quickly that sour cream will really cut that kind of vinegary, I don't know, flavor of mayonnaise. And I like mayonnaise, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. And I just think that this is something really simple, and maybe you should try it. Yeah, so I really got the lemon. Can't believe that this little background noise from the Old Bay, not too much. The mustard's kind of helping out. I think this is a good start. I think this can sit in the refrigerator for half an hour. So, you know, if you don't like fish fry, because fried fish, I should say, because you don't like tartar sauce, and so what do you end up doing? You're in the restaurant, you order cocktail sauce. Well, their cocktail sauce is usually like ketchup with lemon juice and a little dash of horseradish. My cocktail sauce is like pure horseradish. But don't be afraid now, you can try it again. I'm not beneath smuggling my own stuff into restaurants when I go out. I used to go to this place all the time and get shrimp boil, and they used to laugh at me because I always had my little Tupperware container of my cocktail sauce. Because no matter how hard I try to fix theirs up, it never worked out. So anyway, I just think this is good, really good food for thought, and maybe it'll change your mind. Either way, have fun with it. I can tell that when this is done in the fridge. And so one of the things I'm contemplating is making, for those of you that remember Howard Johnson's, they used to have the clam rolls, remember? That was like my favorite thing. When we were traveling on, you know, US 1 before, there was I-95, we'd stop at Hojo's, and every time we'd stop, that's what I would get. Like my favorite food group. And I think this would really, really be good on it. And there's a little bit of kind of smokiness from the pepper, but there's no heat. This is not a hot, you know, overpowering. This is just really delicate, really good. And you know, if you're afraid to serve this to your kids, I like things a little chunky myself, but you can always just chop everything up really, really fine. And they'll never know the difference. They'll never be able to identify what's in it. It's like putting a body through a wood chipper. Anyway, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching a lot of my videos. I really appreciate you, and I've got some other stuff working that I will be putting out soon. I try not to do all long, boring videos, so I thought this would be fun to do, just a quick how to make something that maybe you'd actually try and like. That being said, thank you, and I'll see you next time with another great video. Have a great day.